We see ourselves at the intersection of a whole digital transformation, marketing, and technology. But what's even more important to me is to bring to you thought leaders like David Poltrak, Chris Rory, and Jeff Rossi. That's the role of the ARF. Let's create something together.
We'd love to welcome you to the ARF at CES.
I'm going to summarize what we have been doing for the last couple of weeks here at Television City. In November, we actually celebrated our 1 millionth respondent at Television City. Every year, right after Christmas, going into New Year's, and leads us right up to CES when our management comes in, we can give them the most up-to-date position on where the consumer stands. There isn't really much going on in 2014 and 2015, and that's because every one of these devices was available in 2010. Our audience is actually, in the last 10 years, our average program is delivering more viewers today. There are no real breakthrough technologies on the forefront. They're all with us. The question is, how are people using them and how is it changing their lives? So that is the opportunity presented by the new nonlinear multi-platform world we live in today.
We look at place identification for location service providers. We do something completely different. It's called place shapes. So using all of the data that we've amassed, we have all of this explicit check-in data. That's basically a data set that's exceptionally hard to recreate. It's basically a map of the world that, think of a topographical map that basically shows where check-ins are, and with a different level of confidence, different rings around it, we can establish incremental lift across channels, partners, creative, in real time.
The content is important, but the context is way more important. What you need to start to think about is what is the mindset of the consumer at the point that they're consuming that content. Another data set that we have was a partnership that we actually did with Dunkin' Donuts. And there was, from Monday to Friday, from 2 to 4, a significant spike of people turning to coffee playlists. Dunkin' did not see a correlating spike of in-store activity. So from Monday to Friday, from 2 to 4, in 5 cities, we actually scheduled programming of artists that our data told us were relevant in each of these cities. Then we did a sampling campaign, we did a couponing campaign, and it drove foot traffic into store. While from the outside it seems like a party, it's actually steeped in a foundation of deep, deep data that really told us this is both the right time and the right content to deliver to these consumers. So that's really what we need to talk about, is how does data and an understanding of context become pervasive through everything that we do as marketers? We need to really start looking and saying, how can we take advantage of this? We start to think about cookies as being a great proxy, but at the end of the day, a cookie's not a person. So context is something that really needs to play an important role in the marketing mix, and that's really when you start streaming, you can understand that context.
So all of these things are just concrete examples of how consumer technologies have really changed advertising. The key realization that I came away with is that the change has already happened. Right? It's presenting challenges to the advertising industry. Those technologies are also presenting opportunities to allow us to make advertising better. So we really have to now, the rest of this week, address the question how advertising works.